Hey guys, it's me, Land Sweet. I'm back. Alright, so just gonna make sure one thing real quick. Make sure it's working. Okay, good. It's working. Okay. Alright, so welcome back. I am back with a horse video. I'm just gonna be real quick and brief. So basically, we have divine horse sales going on. It's going to be a 3-day event basically. Each day has a certain amount of divines basically that are going to be in the sales, the reserve sales. And there have been a couple that I already got already. And tomorrow I'm going to get a few more, and then the 3rd day I'm going to take a break. Hopefully for like a month or like, a year from this divine grind, But the ones I did get recently, the first one is Amber, and you can see him. He is a gemstone divine, and it gives you there's a chance it gives you 10 passes instead of droppings. So hopefully tomorrow maybe I might wake up with a surprise or whatnot. And then he was definitely necessary for completing my gemstone divine series that I want to complete, as well as I have another completion list that I want to complete, which is the Egyptian divines as well. So gemstone and Egyptian. The second one was sort of one I just did not want to pass up on. This one is Epona, and I hope I'm saying it right. And it's a Celtic horse, and it gives you a Horn of Plenty, a Water Trough, or Philosophy Stroked. All of those prizes, I do not mind. You can do tons of things with those. And they're very good prizes that the Divine offers. So I'm like, yeah, definitely. I am definitely on board with getting that one as well. The prediction, obviously, you click this little cloud. It's a divination, and it's supposed to, buffer or whatever and try to find these little, I don't know, slashes, markings, I don't know what it is. Once they're all filled up, you'll get one of the prizes, basically. The other one I got was Midas. This one I was back and forth on. He was offered, I think, in Golden Fleeces a couple months ago. I wasn't able to get him, so I decided, well, maybe I'll get this one, but I was very hesitant because he was over 2,000 passes, so this one was kind of pricey. However, I'm pretty sure he's gonna make all of that sort of currency in the game back by his perk, because you get a free harmony pack after you give a donkey an apple each month. So once you give an apple, it turns into like a gold apple and a background, and you can basically, pick 2 of them, and then you can, sell it off if you don't want it. So there's that. So those are the 2 that I got. Also, I do want to do an update on my Supernova and Quartz. Supernova, I found, is gonna take longer than I originally thought to get, because it is basically playing Battleship, but you only get 6 moves to do so. This time I almost didn't get it. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one. Sort of nail biter there. Yesterday I didn't get any divine dust because I couldn't find the star. So if you have to find the star to get the dust, so it might not be as good as I originally thought, but it's still, I'm sure there's going to be a learning curve on how to do it. I just haven't gotten it down yet. So I'm thinking on doing top, bottom, and then middle, and then hopefully figuring it out there. And obviously Quartz, I did find 10 passes yesterday from drinking, and he didn't give me anything today, which is fine, but I'm very curious on the drop rate on that one, and Amber. So let's go ahead and go to these divine sales and peek a little bit. So we got Thor, Yuki, Arthur, Elena, Dagada, and Crocodile. Crocodile, Chimera, the rest are divines. As you can see, the price makes sense that Arthur is almost 4,000 passes due to the fact that Arthur's gift is a Hermes ring staff, which replaces basically is like a freebie gift. So you can use this in place of getting a golden fleece if you don't have one, or like if you want to open up a golden fleece and you have this in stock, it will show basically that item as a free click or whatnot, or free luck item, or any item basically. So that one's very nice. Yuki is a Japanese divine. I liked this one when it came out because of the design. Beautiful. And I really wanted the perk. However, now the perk's not as... I have so many companions in my inventory. I don't need another one. I really don't. Snow Monkey, let's see what it does. 12 for jumping. So it's a 12 jumping perk bonus, which I guess is good if you're doing skillers for jumping, but I don't do skillers because it's too competitive and I'm not in a team. So Lena gives you a Helios Way once you fill up the meter of the skills. I mean, she gives you halfway there, which is nice. However, it takes forever to get these skill points. I have Elga, which is part of the Plant Divine system, Plant Kingdom system, and it takes forever just to do the 300, so this one. But this one gives me passes instead, so this one's gonna be at least 4 times as long as what Elga is, which means it's gonna be a really long time till you get that. I get it, she's under 1,000. Good horse to start if you don't have tons of divines. It would be a good one to start with, but not really that. I guess the best out of the deal would be Thor. If I'm looking at them, Thor or Epona, really, those two would be the best ones to get or grab out of this lineup. I have Thor already, so I don't really want to get him. It takes him around a month to drop his perk, which is a Zeus's Lightning Bolt. It's very good in exchanges, and if you are breeding donkeys, and you just need to switch the gender basically. So that's sort of the update for that. Other than that, I did switch around some of my divines. You can see extras over here now. Skillers and Falabellas. Waters have their own because there's so many of them. That's what was probably really making everything annoying, is I really want to get through my divines every day, the daily divines, and that one just, the water divines just always take forever, and I have, I think, 14 of them, plus all of my extra divines. So that's a lot of extra divines and clicks that I'm glad that are just out of my way. At least for the gameplay portion. The only other thing is they have updated for the spoilers, which just shows that, let's see right here, nope. It's gonna be a new design. It's pixel art. It's from the art category divines, and it's basically, it's called Exploration of Doors is gonna be the event. It's interesting. I played it a little bit on the test server, and it does take a while to get through if you're playing it all in one go. It's a lot. It's really a lot. And if you don't have any patience whatsoever, it's gonna burn a hole through your pocketbook if you just don't have the passes. I would say you would need at least 15, probably 15,000 passes to be comfortable with this, to get through it. because it only gives you, what is it, 4 extra energy bars or whatever for 90 passes each, so that's almost 100 passage every time you know, have to get more of them to get through or whatnot. So it's like the Secret Doors event that has been in the game for a long time now, and it's an okay game. The perk is gonna be the biggest perk, I guess, out of the whole thing is there's a new pack that came out that is gonna have all of the knights tack. So the saddle, the bridle, the polo wraps, the bonnet, the saddle pad, and the leg wraps, basically, plus an extra $10 bonus, which is just like the Poseidon's pack, but it has basically 10 bonus instead of 6. So that's good for skillers, but it's just I'm passing on this art divine. The only interesting thing about this art divine, which is different than I guess other things, is the art divine is gonna give a knight saddle cloth, which is strange to me because he is in the art history divine club, which he's gonna be in, right? But one of the other ones that I got, which was lava that came out a while ago, gives a knight saddle cloth. Why are you starting to put tack in different divine collections, basically? Like, if someone like me loves the aesthetic and prettiness of the fire horses, right? I would rather like to work on watching for when these come into luck items to get all of them, to get all the perks, to finish the entire collection, and to get all of the, let's pretend Cole has a saddle cloth, or a saddle, right? A knight saddle. That would make sense to me because it's in the same sort of family, but this new divine is not in the same sort of family, but it's gonna have the tack. I don't know. It makes no sense to me. But I did do a little bit of an update, which I didn't know, but Noble didn't have the bridle or the saddle cloth equipped on it, so I decided to equip it, and it looks good. This is all of the knight saddle tack on it. It has the bonnet, the bridle, the saddle cloth, and the wraps. And if you see, you can just hover bridle, saddle cloth, wraps, and bonnet. And then if you look in the bonuses, you can see that I got basically 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 extra skills on each skill for my horse, basically, which really boosts that up and can actually be the definition between first and 200th place in the Grand Prix if you're putting this on a skiller, which is so competitive, especially on the international server, which is what I am on, which a couple years ago I realized was the most competitive server ever, and I kind of wish I had done a different, smaller server. But it does have its perks, but it's very difficult to get some of the things done that you want to get done. Like, one of my goals was to skill a horse and to make it a Grand Prix winner, and I have not done that yet. The one I've gotten close to was I did buy a horse as a skiller. Actually, I bought like 3 of them. But I bought this one, Fated Chant, which was the same exact skill set with 80, 28, 6, 7, 1, and then 28, 6, 7, 1. Okay, the exact same, basically twins, right? From the same team, right? And I bought those, I skilled them up, only I messed up on Fated Chance, and so I got the other one. So this was a good filler for me. And then I did this one, and this one was actually ranked top horse for a couple days before, people kicked it out. Um, and more horses got top horse, but this was the top, or is either second or first top horse in the game, which I was very proud of. And I took a screenshot of it because I was so proud, because I knew it wasn't gonna last, and I got like recognition and like congratulations and stuff. However, it didn't last, and I actually bought the horse too soon and skilled it too soon because by the time the Grand Prix rolled around, I put it in thinking I'm gonna at least get top 10. This horse is gonna get at least top 10, and sadly it fell too short and it got 17th out of 3,000, which is really good, very good. However, 17th. I wanted to be first. So it's really hard to do when you're going up against gamers that can sit on their bed all day instead of, people like normal people who have to go to work or have to do things or have to pay bills, and they can't live on the internet, right? They can't play a game like this where other people have the edge. Younger players may have the edge versus me. So, because I can't just stay online all day. And it would kind of get really boring, to be fair. Anyway, other than that, so there's that. I think the only other thing I really want to get done is I want to, because there is going to be more of this knight, or dragon. They're doing a lot of knight saddle tack, dragon. The event that's coming up is going to have dragon saddle tack. So I'm going to try and get as much as that as I can. And then just, keep it in inventory until I need it. I like to at least get 2 or 3 more of each of it so I can, keep it. I want one to see it on a horse, sort of like I have with Noble, to see it all spread out, which is beautiful because I did that on the test server and it looks fantastic. The dragon tack looks great. I love the artist on how they did that. But I would like to keep a few just in case I ever do decide to do Skiller Skin, and it's good tack to have. So there's that. So that's sort of my goal, per se, and I'm going to try not to spend passes on that. As for tomorrow's sale, I have 3 horses I'm going for. Hopefully I can get them, but I'm not sure with how many passes I have left, depending on the prices that they're going to be offered. Hopefully they're not expensive. I was kind of shocked at how expensive the other ones were. These ones were, but it made sense. Like, Amber took forever. If you look at my special horses and you look at the gemstone horses individually, the divine dust that I have, Amber is actually on the low end, so Amber's very hard to get. I only had 48, so I'm glad that I got that one in the sales. The only problem is it was expensive. Opal, hopefully, they did have her in Golden Fleece a while back, and I tried to get her and I just could not. She's being stingy, so I couldn't get her, but I filled up her meter over halfway, so hopefully I can get her tomorrow. So she's offered. And then Apophysis is an Egyptian divine. He's like the little snake guy, and he's also gonna be in the divine. So I'm gonna try to get that one to fill up my Egyptian, and I'm gonna get Opal to fill up my gemstone, which only leaves onyx, gypsum, and jade. Yeah, onyx, gypsum, and jade. Oh boy. Jade is gonna be my kryptonite, because Jade is known to be a very stingy horse, and not a whole ton of players can get her very luckily in luck items, especially as of late. So hopefully she doesn't bankrupt me. Literally bankrupt me. No, guys, I'm not gonna ever pay that much for that, but I feel like it's going to take a while, and if I have to bite the bullet, I may do a Christmas pack again this year, depending on what the Christmas packs offer, and just have her in a Christmas pack like I did Sapphire, because I could not get him either, and he was being stingy. So, as for Gypsum, I've also known just Gypsum is a stingy divine as well, so hopefully I can get Gypsum relatively easy as well, so that all depends on, luck and whether they come out with Gypsum. So Gypsum, Jade, and Onyx, which will be after I get Opal. And then I will finally be able to get Diamond. Because after you get all of the gemstone divines, you get Diamond as the last divine. The only perk Diamond has is you can sell this one. That's it. It's literally a useless horse. It used to be, I think this one gave you like 2 or 3 diamonds back in the day, but because they got rid of diamonds, I don't think they do. And it's kind of cool. You can see down here with the little thing, the little carousel over here. The ones that I have are lit up, and the ones I do not have aren't lit up. So yeah, so I'm excited. I do have Amber now, so that's kind of cool. So I can kind of see how it's lighting up slowly. And so I guess they do all do that, I think. And the other one that I think it's, yeah, the Egypt one. That one, you can see those are sort of lit up as well on which one. And then obviously Ra you get once you get all of the Egyptian divines, which is cool because it's an special Helios ray. And then I don't know if seasons do anything. No, seasons aren't cool. I mean, the only season one I have left, the reason why I did seasons back in the day is because I wanted the trophy, but the trophies aren't there anymore, so it doesn't make sense. But those used to be in reserve sales all the time, so yeah, Solo System, I haven't really gotten any of those, not really interested in those. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I know this one's supposed to come in the 3rd day, which is Wednesday, so hopefully, who knows. But yeah, I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. That's sort of what's going on. I will keep you updated and posted and see what I do. And I think I might make another video tomorrow to show what I have left over for passes and everything like that. So I hope everybody has a lovely day. If anybody has any questions, go ahead, leave them in the comments below. Be kind, and see you guys later. Alright.